Should we start investing right away or should we wait for the market crash to get a better returns? This is a very common question that we all have in our mind at all times. So in this video, let's find out the answer for this question using the data of the Indian market for the last 25 years. Let's take an example of investing 10,000 SIP every month for the next 10 years. And there are two people who take two different approach for this. The first person, Vimal, is not worried about market valuation and he starts investing right away and he does it for the next 10 years. The second person, Vinoth, waits for the market to crash and start the SIP at the bottom point. If you compare the results of these two people after 10 years, you will realize that the second person, Vinoth, would have generated better return, but the first person, Vimal, would have more money in his hand because he invested for a long period of time. Let's prove this with an example from Indian market from 2008-2009. So as per our example, Vimal started investing in Jan 2008 when the market was at the peak. He started 10,000 SIP, he ran it for the next 10 years. Vinoth waited for the market to crash and he started investing in March 2009 because the market fell by 74% during this time. But if you really see the return after 10 years, the second person, Vinoth, has 16.6% CAGR. The first person, Vimal, has only 16.3%. But if you really see the amount of wealth that is generated after 10 years, Vimal has 15 lakhs more than Vinoth. So why does this happen? So in terms of SIP, the more important thing is the time in the market rather than timing the market. If you invest for a very long time and over every month, you don't have to worry about whether the market is costly or cheap, and you are most likely to get the same kind of returns. Because you have contributed more installments to SIP, you would have generated a much more wealth at the end of 10 years, even though you got only a lesser XIRR returns. The second person, Vinoth, who got 16.6% return because he started investing after market hit the bottom, has 90 lakhs after 10 years. But the first person, Vimal, who started investing from the beginning, has 105 lakhs, a difference of 15%, the difference of 15 lakhs. So what is the insight from this example? The insight is, if you want to build a real wealth through SIPs, you don't need to worry about whether the market is costly or cheap. You just need to get started right away and then remain invested for the very long period of time. So anybody who starts right away and then remain invested for a very long time would have generated more wealth, even though they got a lesser return than somebody who started at the bottom and got a better XIRR.